Human being. Noun. A living being of the species Homo sapiens, distinguished from other animals by superior mental development, power of articulate speech, and upright stance. Humans. The dominant race of beings on the earth for thousands of years. And yet, within our dominance, we still have the need to be the best. We feel as if we have to establish ourselves as the cream of the crop, the best of the best, even though we've already gotten there. We are animals, savage at the core. We cannot control our emotions and instead let them control us. People can never have enough. More, they shout. We want more. And yet, do we really want more? Or are we just trying to fill these empty voids within us that we dare not acknowledge, but it should surely mean our downfall? We discriminate and belittle others with what we see as imperfections because they are different from us, and they don't fit in the way that the general population wants them to. We can no longer express sexuality without fear of judgment from those who are supposed to be our peers. If homosexuals express their feelings publicly, they are accepted by some, but looked at with disgust from others. If transgender people aren't comfortable with the body they currently reside in, and dressing or acting in another way is what gives them their freedom, we should encourage that. We shouldn't make them conform to make ourselves feel comfortable. We need to push our comfort levels, and we need to challenge the norm in order to accept those we are supposed to feel love and respect for, the same human beings that create us. Just because you have become older does not mean you are wiser or smarter or better. Adults are no longer better or smarter than the children that they once were themselves. Having been overexposed to things as children, they are now there for every wrong turn that their own child makes, ready to cushion their fall. While those now who have been cushioned by their parents' suffocating love as children will never have experienced the tiny things in life that will harden us to the harsh reality that you will grow up and you will get hurt and life will absolutely suck sometimes. The older generation then wonders why all of these teenagers are hitting walls in life and school and rebelling as if it was their fault. Newsflash, it is. Today's young people are rebelling. They're smoking, drinking, getting high, cutting, just in an attempt to feel something, anything. Any sliver of emotion that comes close to their hearts is choked and killed almost as soon as it was felt, just because it's never enough. They've never had the experience of a scraped knee or a broken bone because adults are always trying to protect them. They are trying to escape from the reality that no one has prepared them for, because they were always being sheltered from all the bad things that could occur in life. They are forced to learn subjects like trigonometry, take mandatory gym classes, and then we put emphasis on the fact that you must go to college to be smart, even if you can't afford it. Then, you drown under student loans that you won't pay off until you're 30, just because you couldn't afford to go to what is now mandatory to get a well-paying job. What the adults don't realize is that in forcing all of these things, they are crushing us under pressure to be perfect and giving us workloads meant for college students while we're still in high school. All the meanwhile, the creativity that we once possessed is being squashed. The older humans need to understand that all we want to do is have fun. We don't want to hear about another school shooting, or another war, or another suicide because of bullying, or stress, or depression. We want you to stop trying to understand us. We don't want to be understood. We want to feel special, and we want to be happy. But most importantly, we want to be free. Don't you understand that? In retrospect, are humans really as great as we make ourselves out to be? Or are we no better than the ground we walk on? The ground that has been stained with our blood, covered by our asphalt, and witnessed our progression from one simple beast to what we are now. Complex, emotional, social, yet still, we remain beasts. There is no reason to accept the doctrines crafted to sustain power and privilege, or to believe that we are constrained by mysterious and unknown social laws. These are simply decisions made within institutions that are subject to human will and that must face the test of legitimacy. And if they do not meet the test, they can be replaced by other institutions that are more free and more just, as has happened often in the past. Noam Chomsky.